Welcome, Crowllies. Are you guys ready to get some money messages? All right, I'm just clearing the space. Get ready. I did the urgent messages first. So if you guys are ready for urgent messages and stuff like that, I already posted that. I didn't get a chance to put the timestamps, but I will put the timestamps for both of these readings once I finish this reading, okay? That being said, let's see what is coming in next for your money situations, your finances, okay, your career. That's everything that we're going to be talking about today. And let's see what is up. Good pre-shuffle. All right, so what's coming in next? All right, we got 5. What's coming in next? Give us 5 messages. Family only events. We have booking schedule here. All right. Booking schedule. So for booking schedule, that could be anything from like so if you work for somebody else, booking schedule is basically going to be like your clock in, clock out. So your hours, basically. Your hours, paying attention to your timesheets, I think that's called timesheets, right? Clocking in, clocking out, things of that nature for the booking schedule. For those of you that work for yourself, you're either an independent contractor, you're an entrepreneur, you provide services for someone else or whatever. Your booking schedule is, you're going to find changes in your booking schedule. This can vary. This can be from the particular hours and days that you work, or the amount of hours and days that you are getting, basically, like how many hours you're going to put in for this week, how many hours you're going to put in for next week, how many hours you're going to put in for this type of day versus that type of day. Something in regards to your booking schedule is here and what's coming next, okay? We have constant money flow, back to back money stacks. That just lets me know for you guys with this booking schedule and this together is just giving this combination of prepare your booking schedule adequately, meaning make sure that the days that you have personal events, what is that called? I'm trying to figure out the word to use for you guys. Like things that you already committed to, personal commitments. Okay, this could be your personal appointments, events that you have to go that has nothing to do necessarily with work, right? Making sure that you have that on your calendar, put in the right time, the right date and stuff like that. Making sure that doesn't affect your booking schedule, booking calendar. Making sure that ahead of time you take off certain days so that way you don't get too overwhelmed. All right, or for your booking schedule, that could also be like letting your boss know, like, hey, I can't go to work this day because I have this appointment, right? Or only setting a certain amount of time or hours for when you're going to do something, meaning like your personal routine, right? So make sure your personal routine is off the clock versus on the days that you are going to be working, because I feel like that could be impacting you. But with constant money flow, this is a good omen. All right, this is a good omen. That means that the money's going to keep coming in. You're going to be seeing more money coming in than coming out, which is also good. All right. We have a family only event financially. This means that you need to work on healing or releasing inherited scarcity. All right. And mindset. Okay. If you guys notice, I added new channel cards to this. All right. Your abundance blesses the next generation. So with the money that's coming in, you're going to be able to bless your next generation. For those of you that have children, you're going to have enough money to, work on yourself, your own things, maybe your business, things of that nature, but you're also going to be able to give to your children, right? Heal the line, align your dime. Okay. That means that you want to make sure that you are healing any type of financial bad habits. Okay. Heal that now so that way that won't affect your children, whether you have children now or you don't have children yet, but you're planning on having children. Okay. Or planning on starting a family, or just planning on being able to have money and wealth for your family. Okay. We have developing abundance. So what's coming in next? You guys are developing your abundance mentality, finding your flow. All right. And sometimes that could be effortlessly, but other times, that means that you have to work on the ideas that come in for you. Right. We have coming in quick money. That's what's coming in quick. Money is multiplying for you guys. That's really good, actually. I'm not gonna lie. So it's almost like you get one deposit. Okay, let's break this down. Give me an example. Okay, for those of you, let's say that if you get paid every week, okay, if you get paid every week, um, I'm seeing that not only are you going to get paid every week, but you're going to get, like, let's say you're going to get paid a little bit earlier, right? So let's say you get paid on Wednesdays, you're going to get paid on Monday or on Tuesday, right? So once you get paid, it's like you're getting paid again, and then you're getting paid again, and then you're getting paid again, right? For those of you that have different income streams, it's like you get paid from this income stream, and then a little bit later you get paid from the other income stream, and then a little bit later maybe somebody gives you some money, or maybe somebody buys you something, or maybe somebody sends you a gift card, something like that, right? Like there's still money, like it keeps coming and keeps coming, and there's constant money flow. So it's like back to back, like there's no really like stagnant time for your finances, which is really good, right? We have financial sponsors. Some of you guys work with sponsors, sponsorship programs, maybe YouTube sponsorship, or a particular type of brand sponsorship. This is what's going to be paid to you. All right. Some of you guys, if that's not what you are like getting paid to, because I'm talking about what's coming in next, right? So what's coming in next is that you will get a sponsorship offer. You will get a financial offer or a contract where someone will sponsor you, maybe to do an ad, maybe to do a review, perhaps to partner with a company. So that way that company can progress, but also you can get paid, right? You will be getting paid for some sort of, financial sponsor, right? Through some sort of financial sponsor, excuse me. Some of you guys have the ability to make way more money than what you have been making before. So brace yourself, because I'm hearing the amount that you're going to see either deposited into your account, or the amount that you're going to see on a written check with your name on it is the biggest freaking amount that you've ever seen in your life connected to your name. All right. I'm going to say that again. You're going to see this freaking number and you're going to be like, is this right? Is that actually the number that I'm seeing? Okay. So I'm just saying it right now. And this could be through, again, it's a financial offer or a contract. Okay. That's what's coming in next. I can't really be specific on that said financial offer a contract because this is, like I said, is the collective, is a general reading. So I can only tell you as much as I can to give you like the connect the dots situation so that way you remember this part of the reading, okay? So, and that's funny because it's like right under released inherited scarcity. So that means that whatever number you're going to see on that check or in that deposit, you're not going to worry. You're going to be like, wow, I'm set. I'm good. I don't have to do anything else. If I do anything else, it's just to have more flow of the money to come in, not because I have to show up. I have to do that. It's like a check by check type situation. You get what I'm saying? So whatever this is, I'm very happy for you guys. Because this is helping you to shift into from scarcity to developing abundance. So basically that energy of effortless, seamless. This could be in the form of ideas. This could be in the form of like moving from one point of not having enough, what the heck am I going to do, to, oh, I have more than enough. You know what? I'm wondering if this person needs help. Let me help them. Oh, you know what? I haven't tipped this person in a while. Angel number 1111. Let me go ahead and do that because I have that. And I know that if I'm in the energy of gratitude, or again, angel number 1122, in the energy of, reciprocity, then that's also going to continue the energy flow, right? I am seeing that as well. Okay, so let's go ahead and see now your current energy, right? Where's the money coming from right now, right? So this is what's coming next, but this is the current energy. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. All right. Ooh, they want to be fancy. 11. Wow. Okay. It's like, listen, we got to talk to you about money. All right. Let's see what's going on here. I know last time I did this reading, I don't know, for some reason, the audio was kind of low. I really wasn't digging it. And that's why I wanted to come back here and do another one for you guys. Because when I was rewatching it, I was like, I'm just not digging this. Like, I mean, the messages were awesome, but I was just like, the quality though. All right, let's see. Current energy. Give it to us. What's going on here? All right, life purpose. Okay, life purpose. So where are you getting the money from? Whatever your life mission is. If you're not aligned to your life mission or your life purpose financially, okay, then, and I'm talking about financially in terms of like the services you provide or the company that you work for or the company, again, with the sponsorship and stuff like that. If it's aligned to your purpose, then it's going to work for you. Some of you guys are runners, okay? Or you jog, or this is your confirmation, maybe like active wear. I don't know what the heck that is, active wear. Like, when you exercise and stuff like that, the attire, active attire, maybe a brand or something. I don't know. You guys let me know if that resonates for you, but I just saw that in my mind. Okay. I'm also seeing you will have new ideas. Pay attention to these new ideas. This is current energy. So you're going to have new ideas in regards to what to do for money. Pay attention to that. Write it down. I would say write it down and sit with it and ask your spiritual team, okay, how do you want me to connect to that? What company, should I connect with or should I work with? Where should I get more information on this? And they'll build on it. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. There's something I'm seeing financially, something is calling to you. Like you want to do something. That's the current energy. Like, I want to do this. I want to start this. I want to create this. I want to provide this, whatever that is. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Right, we have manifesting. Some of you guys currently, right now, you're currently manifesting where the money's coming from. So you lit that candle, you did that money bowl, you did that financial intention, you did that bath, you've been working with those crystals or that spray, whatever. it's manifesting. Okay, it is manifesting. So you actually already have the tools that you need to manifest these finances into your current energy. So your current energy is manifesting the finances to come in. All right. And it's not just finances and constant money flow, it's also good fortune. So when we talk about good fortune when it comes to finances, that just means that you're not going to have um financial misfortune. You're not going to have those hiccups. You're not going to have those, headache situations when it comes to your finances, which is another good thing. Okay. So an opportunity may come to you where you can showcase your talent, whatever this talent may be, in regards to finances for you to get more money. Okay. We have transporter. Okay. So today I'm picking up this energy as currently your current energy, the money is transporting to you. It's like it's manifesting and it's transporting to you, right? So it's like shifting from energetically to physical. All right, that's what I'm seeing here. Some of you guys may travel for work. When I say travel, I don't mean like, oh, you go from home to your job. I mean, in order to get your job done, you may need to travel. For example, like a travel nurse or a travel agent or a travel beautician or a travel hairstylist, or I don't know, something like that. Okay. You may need to travel to the location. Maybe the location is out of town or not in your neighborhood. Travel for money. Okay. So you may need to get in a car or a bus or a plane to get to your clientele to provide those set, what is that called? Services. Okay. For very few of you, this could be like travel, driving, transportation, things of that nature. Mhm. Let's see what else comes out here. We have peacemaker. I feel like you're going to be able to make peace in regards to financial situations that were like freaking you out. All right, you're going to make your peace financially. That's the current energy. Especially with difficult financial decisions, you're going to be able to make your peace, being a little bit more practical. You could be looking over, this is the second time they're mentioning contracts, okay? You could be looking over, let's say, your work contract. You could be looking over a lease of some sort, especially like if we're talking about business related. A lease could be like where you're going to provide your services. So this could be a storefront. This can be for beauticians and stuff like that. That would be like a salon, like a chair or like a room or a studio or something like that that you can invest in. This is the current energy. So this is probably things that you're thinking about, like, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? Or is this going to help? These are just clarifications, okay? For the current energy, it looks like someone's looking into, should I have my own studio? Should I have my own storefront? Or should I become a travel whatever that may be for you, a travel business person, right? Where like the energy, it keeps changing. I can go anywhere, and all I need is, let's say, a caddy or a suitcase of those said tools that I need to keep it going, right? And that means that you would need what to invest in a really good quality suitcase or a really good quality like a business front location, that a lot of people are going to definitely be there, like high traffic area, things of that nature. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So it looks like you're kind of working on things here on how you want it to kind of look. All right, currently with your financial energy. So business ideas, business deals, things of that nature is coming out heavy. We have luck. So we talked about good fortune. Now you have luck. We talked about money coming back to back. All right. Money coming quick. So it's not like you're sitting there waiting for the money. Money's going to start coming in quick. Not just coming in quick and constantly, but it's going to multiply. Okay. So I would definitely have some sort of financial plan in order to prepare yourself. So this would be like a budget, so that way you don't fall back into the overspending, right? This could also be like making sure you know exactly where the money's going to go, which is completely different from budgeting. Budgeting is a restriction plan, so that way you don't overspend. Figuring out where the money goes is assigning your money. Okay. I'm going to assign you to my phone bill. I'm going to assign you to, like, give your money a role, right? Your role is to pay utilities. Your role is to pay my cell phone bill. Your role is to pay my business website. Your role, you're basically assigning them roles to do things for you. Okay. Once you have those money rolls set out for you, right? Get it? Money rolls. Anyway, once you have those money rolls set out for you with all this money that's coming in, then you'll be able to see again the money multiply. You'll see that, like, the stacks and everything. Look at comfort. You'll be comfortable. Look at you, all comfortable, curled up, purring with all the money stacks underneath your freaking mattress. Okay. So I do feel like, once you get all your ducks in a row, you're going to see more luck, you're going to be able to feel more comfortable spending frivolously when you know where, your money is going. Does that make sense? Okay. So that's the current energy. That's going to help you. I'm also seeing like your perspective is going to shift in regards to money, your relationship with money. Okay. The past. Whenever this comes up, I do feel like past debts and stuff like that, you're going to be able to pay off, especially with all this money here. So you owe money, something somewhere, right? This could also be past money. So remember that check that you never got? You remember that this person owed you this much money and you was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to get it no more, like whatever. I feel like that money's coming. All right. Or you had a manifestation a very long time ago. I'm hearing 2 years ago. 4 years ago, there was some sort of manifestation ritual or something like that. It was a very big one. All right. It's coming now. You're gonna hear music, a lot of music. This is confirmation. A lot of music about money, money this, money that, money. You're gonna hear a lot of confirmations through music, okay? About money coming in, or how much money you're gonna be getting, or how much money you spending, or quality. It could be like luxury cars, or it could be certain type of brand clothing or something like that. You're gonna be hearing this. Pay attention to that because that's an omen. All right, that's kind of like a channeled song or something like that. Okay. So if you've already heard it, because remember, we're going through, this is the current energy. So this has either already happened or it's going to start continuing to happen after you click off of this reading. Okay. So pay attention to those songs. Go back and look at the songs. Don't just listen to it. Listen to it. Like, find the song. This is how I do it. I find a song and then, like, I'll listen to it first just to jam to it. Right. And then the second time I listen to it, I listen with the lyrics. And based off of what I'm going through financially, what my plans are, what my goals are, the things that, you've been manifesting, stuff like that, things that you've been checking off of your financial list or your goals or ideas, right? Your business stuff. You then mirror it to whatever the lyrics are saying. Okay. And that will kind of give you, like, it's almost like a cheat code, like what is that called? Like a secret language through your money messages and the song, whatever the song is, right? And it could actually tell you things that is about to happen, or things that already happened that was actually a part of the manifestation. Okay. And you'd be like, oh my God, I remember when that happened, or oh my God, I know who this is. Maybe it could be talking to you about the person that's going to help you with the contract financially, or the person that's going to help you, or the people that are going to be there, or the people that are going to be hating on you. Okay. Things like that. That's very important to know. And then, of course, my saying is what? Grab your journal, write about it, reflect about it, and make that work in your favor. Okay. Let's see what else. Dang, that's only 2, 4, 6. We need 5 more. 5 more messages for the current energy financially. And I know you guys like this, so I'm gonna try to make more money messages at least twice a month. We'll see how it goes for you guys. All right, we have windfall. Woo! All right, look at that money sitting on that case all over. That looks good. That's how you're gonna feel, like, oh my God, look at all this money. Woo! All right, that's funny because that's right under financial sponsors. Sponsorship, financial offer, contract. What is this? You're about to receive a windfall of money or a pay raise. Okay. Money is currently in a positive cycle for you. It's funny because we're talking about the current energy. So you're in a positive money cycle right now. So don't feel like, oh my God, this, whatever hiccup or situation that you just recently faced, don't apply that to this, because I just feel like that was like the final kickoff, from what I'm seeing here. This is a great time to treat yourself. Don't feel bad about treating yourself and buying yourself that thing that you really wanted, even if it's expensive, or even if you feel like it's luxurious or overdoing it. Make that big purchase anyway. Right? Make that big purchase anyway. For some of you guys, it's time to get new clothes. Right? It's time to start investing in spiritual stuff. Right? Big investments, make that big payout investment. All right. Especially if it's going to keep giving to you over and over again. I will say, listen, there's going to be people all up in your business. All right. There's going to be like a couple little guys there, like, ooh, what's going on with this person? And oh, they're getting money over here. Oh, they just bought this one thing. Did you see that they went to this restaurant? You know how expensive that restaurant is, right? They just changed their hair color again. I don't know. All right. I'm seeing that. Like, so yeah, I mean, everybody's going to end up watching, and that's perfectly fine, as long as you don't reveal too much and you don't get caught up in that vibrational energy, right? We have the helper. What did I say? Some of you guys are going to be like, hey, I haven't tipped this person in a while. I haven't donated here, or, I've been having issues with my finances. Let me help somebody out because I can do it. And I want to. It's not that you want to do it just to get more money, because guess what? The money's multiplying. So even if you throw money out, listen, it's still there. Okay. So it's just going to feel good. It's going to feel good to finally be able to give to someone else in need, or just because you have it like that. Right. So they just reiterating, make sure that your goals are your goals. Meaning, if you want to give money, it's because you want to, not because someone insinuated it, not because someone's convincing you, right? It's because, you know what? I have a little extra right now. Let me go ahead and drop this $50 tip, or this $20 tip, or maybe I'm going to get this person coffee. You know what? I'm going to pay for the meal. Don't worry about it, right? Whatever that is for you guys, do it because you want to, not because someone's insinuating, oh, you got it like that now, or, oh, ever since you started working here, so why don't you pay for it, right? Anybody coming off of that energy is the same spy all up in your pockets. Keep them the fuck away, all right? Just a disclaimer, all right? And that's just the current energy here. All right, let's see what else. Let's get 3 more. Comfort. See, it came out again. Comfort. So you're going to be very comfortable. Very comfortable. And that's clarifying manifest. And then we have a shift here with the energy and transporter. Okay. So yeah, there is currently a money shift for you guys, but you have to plan. Make sure you're planning, right? What did I tell you guys about those envelopes? All right. What did I tell you guys about your budgeting? Right. I gave you different forms to think about it, whether it's envelope form, whether it's a budget plan, whether it's stuffing cash, all right, in your wallet, or getting different savings accounts and doing it that way. There's so many different ways that you could do it. Okay. Giving, whenever you talk about manifestation boards and stuff like that, for those of you that manifest money that way, giving your money roles. Okay. Right. That's going to help you. So currently, your finances are in a state of balance. That's what I can say about your current energy financially. You're still manifesting what I would call financial stability and financial structure. That's still manifesting. But right now, I would say it's at a balance. It's neither an overflow or an underflow. It's almost like I have just enough money to get everything I need. And then, when the cycle comes back around for me to get everything all over again, the money's there, right? Versus what you're about to come into, right? What's coming next is money coming quicker, money multiplying, and money coming constantly. All right, back to back. All right. And that's the shift that's taking place for you guys. Let's see your healing messages in regards to your finances. Okay. We're going to go ahead and get the tarot with keywords here and see what that looks like for you guys. What are you healing? Now, actually, you know what? Let me see. Let's shift that question. Let's shift it to how can you improve your financial flow? How can they improve their financial flow? For some of you guys, you need to set financial boundaries with people. All right. 10. Yeah. Page of Cups. King of Wands. 10 of Wands. Too much responsibility. You're putting too much on your plate. 6 of Pentacles. Be careful who you give money to. 7 of Pentacles. Save your money when it comes. If you're indecisive, don't move the money. Hold on to it. 4 of Cups. Sometimes we're going to have to spend, 5 of Wands. Sometimes we're going to have to spend money on things we don't want to spend money on. Page of Pentacles. Sometimes we're going to have to spend money on unexpected bills, unexpected things, and it's going to put us in this very sour mood, okay? But it is what it is. It is what it is. All right. Let's see. How can you improve your financial flow? Be creative with your spending, okay? At some point in time, I told you guys about thinking about money in a different way, right? So money, how everybody has this basic default setting of money makes the world go round, and things don't happen if you don't have money, right? Shifting that mentality of when I do something, money comes to me. When I exert this energy, because money is also an energy, money is going to complement my energy. When I go to work, my money works for me, right? Instead of saving, investing. I'm going to invest in a new car. I'm going to invest in a new wardrobe. I'm going to invest in new resources or tools or a wardrobe or whatever I'm investing versus saving. Because sometimes some people have a weird connection with the word save. Okay, save or saving, it just makes you feel like you're never going to actually able to get to that, spending phase, right? So get into the habit of saying, this is an investment. This investment is going to do this. Clarifying exactly what that's going to look like after you're going to be able to spend the money, right? I will say having a vision, a clear vision, right? Executing that vision. What is this money going to do for you? How is this money going to change your life? How is this money going to change your circumstances? Is this money going to change your environment? Is this money going to change your look? Is this money going to change what you have in your possession? Is this money going to change your relationships? Thinking about that, okay, the bigger vision. And for some of you, it's going to look different because some people work for people and other people work for themselves. So if you work for yourself and you're investing in creating your own brand, you're investing in creating your own business, you're investing, for the purpose of having finances, not just for yourself, but for many generations to come, right? So all of these things are going to look completely different for each and every one of you, especially for my entrepreneurs. That 10 of Wands is letting me know, listen, you need to figure out what you can and what you cannot do, right? There has to be limits. And I know like sometimes that energy can look different, what you can and what you can do financially, but to improve your financial flow, stop trying to take on financial responsibilities that are not yours. Stop trying to pay for things that you don't have to pay for. Especially like it's one thing if you want to, again, the energy of reciprocity. I'm going to go ahead and pay for that. I'm going to pay for, I don't know, I'm going to pay for your nails, or I'm going to pay for whatever's going on in school for you, or I'm going to pay for this meal or whatever, or I'm going to give you this tip, right? That's one thing because you decide to. It's another thing where you keep trying to people please with your finances. All right. This is like, all right, I don't want them to feel like I don't care about them. So let me get on their good graces by throwing money at them. Right. That's not healthy. All right. Some of you guys don't do that, but others of you do. So I had to say it. Okay. That's where the stress is coming from. Oh, I'll go ahead and I'll pay for it. I'll go ahead and I'll do that. I'll put that in my name. Whatever that is financially, stop doing that. Okay. Because it's overloading you financially. And it's also like, in a way, it's almost like taking financial burdens that other people are supposed to have, right? And you're putting it on your plate. That's not your financial burden. That is not your responsibility to, be somebody's financial mama. Like that's not, no, we're not doing that, right? That you're carrying too much. So you need to stop doing that so that way you can complete that cycle. Sometimes, again, going back to, if you don't know what you're going to do with the money, don't do nothing at all. All right. If you're indecisive on, I don't know, should I buy these new pair of shoes, or should I, go thrift shopping or something, right? Whatever that is. And I'm just saying like random different channel things that I'm seeing, like, should I put this in my car, or should I buy this whole new thing, or should I get a new car, or should I move somewhere, completely different? So like figure out where you're going to put the money before you start just dishing it all out, right? Should I cook, or should I order takeout? Like whatever that is, don't just do it because you have it, or, and then that also works for the opposite. Don't sit there and procrastinate because you don't know what to do. Make a plan financially. This is how you're going to be able to improve your financial flow. Okay. Do not stress over finances. Okay. Um, some of you guys may need to retreat. You may need some sort of renewal. You need to plan for the future, right? Yes, we need to live in the moment, but we also must plan for the future, especially when it comes to finances, especially for those of you that have, families, you have children, or you are taking care of your fur babies and stuff like that. You're taking care of yourself, and it's only you in the household that is providing financially. You need to have a plan, okay? It is also good for you to have what is called a emergency fund. Okay, and I wrote this down somewhere. Let me grab it because this must be a channel message for you guys. It is an emergency fund. All right, an emergency fund is supposed to be 3 to 6 months worth of rent. Okay, 3 to 6 months worth of rent, whatever that rent may be. Oh, I found it. All right, here it is. Here it is. Boom. I told you I wrote it down. I'm not I wrote it down in my notes. All right. An emergency fund. Okay. Emergency savings fund. Place a peace out fund. All right. So 3 to 6 months expenses of, rent, light, food, shopping, whatever, so that way you can be good for 3 to 6 months. In the event that you have a dry spell financially, you are in transition from one job to another, you are having issues with gaining clients, or you just want to like a mini break, a mini vacation, 3 to 6 months expenses. Pay yourself first for those of you that you work for yourself. Pay yourself first. 50% is yours. The rest, you need to budget it out accordingly. Okay. So that way, whatever expenses, any tools, any resources, any gas, any, bills or anything like that. Other than that, boom, that goes to the side. Figure out the portion control there so that way you'll be able to pay everything in a very good way, basically. When it comes to penny pinching, because they're giving me a whole bunch of different messages. When it comes to penny pinching or holding the money and stuff like that, sometimes you guys can get a little tight fisted with your money, okay? And that can cause restrictions. It's okay if you have to sometimes get some money out of the savings account so that way you could pay for a bill. At least you know that the bill is not going to be late, right? Or it's okay to, carve some money out of the savings account so that way you can have a treat, right? Treat yourself, especially if you're having a hard time, right? Whenever you feel like you're in restriction, you want to make sure that the money moves, but it moves in a positive way, okay? I'm seeing that you guys had a lot of ups and downs in regards to your finances. There's a lot of issues here with you being discontent or kind of bored of how the money is coming, right? That going back to the life purpose, your mission, right? Once you are in alignment with your life purpose and your mission in regards to work for your money, right? You will start seeing the money come, and I don't say effortlessly, I want to say peacefully, like in a very calm manner, in a very soothing, rhythmic pattern, like the ocean. You get what I'm saying? When you just sit on the sand and watching the sunset or the sunrise and the beach and the waves slowly come in. You see the big waves and the little waves, but they're all simultaneously happening as they come towards you. That is the money. That's what I'm seeing. All right. That's what it's going to look like. All right. And you just sit in there waiting for the money to come to you. You are present where the money is. You're close. You're, if you want to, you can go towards the money, right? But you could also receive money effortlessly, right? So that's what they want you to shift into that mind state. Be mindful of the opportunities. There are opportunities out there, but that also means that you have to be able to go out and fight for those opportunities. Sometimes there's going to be people competing for the same types of opportunities that you have, or like you're trying to get yourself into, basically, right? And yeah, there's going to be some conflict from time to time, but that's like egotistical things. If you shift yourself into a higher frequency, then you know that wherever I go, if it's for me, it's for me. The fact is I have to show up. You have to show up. You have to go to work, or you have to go to that workshop, or you have to show up at that mall, or show up at that party, or whatever it is that you got to show up, so that way you can be presented that financial opportunity. You have to be there for the opportunity to be extended to you, right? That being said, don't be afraid of being there, and don't judge yourself or ridicule yourself because you were in a state of time where you were putting yourself in the wrong places to receive the wrong types of financial opportunities. Okay. Um, Again, the omen that I'm going to see, that I'm going to verify here for you guys, is the financial opportunities that are going to come in. You're going to have money notifications. That's confirming that the money flow is coming. Somebody's going to give you something. Okay. Someone's going to be generous with you, and you're going to inherit something. Inherit something means something belonged to someone else, and they're going to give it to you. Okay. Like, hey, I had this for this amount of time. Do you want it? That's a confirmation. Um, I'm either gonna donate this or throw it out in the trash. Do you want this? Right? Um, this doesn't fit me anymore. I'm gonna give it to you. Um, I decided to give you something, meaning something brand new, like, oh, I bought you something, or oh, I got you something. This is all confirmation of this energy is flowing back to you. Okay. So pay attention to those things. Okay. The other thing here, because we're going to shift into how much abundance is on the way for you, okay? Specifically. Now we're talking about like the amount of money, okay? That's what we're talking about. Let's grab the Tattoo Tarot. How much abundance are we talking? How much? All right, that's 3. How much abundance are we talking for now? Look at that. 5 of Swords in the reverse with the planning. No more conflict of interest in regards to your financial plans. Oh, I can't do this because I got to do that. Oh, I can't put the money here because the money has to go there. Oh man, I can't do this over here. Like I can't work for this place because this thing happened, or I can't, work for this company or show up here because this and this and that happened, or there's a conflict of interest with this, let's say with this coworker and me, and that's gonna stop this. That's not a problem. Okay. When it comes to your abundance moving forward. Strength. And I believe that this funny because strength, I think, came out for the last money reading. So some of you guys probably watched the last one. All right. Your energy came back in here. Okay. So how much abundance is on its way to you? Something that's going to be able to fix a very uncomfortable situation. You were going through something that was painful. All right. A financial issue that was painful, and it's fixing it. This is assistance. This is strong financial abundant assistance. Okay. The 8 of Coins. You're going, whatever you've been working on. All right. 8 of Coins is giving this energy of like, if you wanted to get certified in something, you wanted to go to school for something, you wanted to get certified or get like what is that called? I'm hearing a certificate, some sort of degree, or maybe a license for something. Okay. So the abundance is going to come so that way you're going to be able to do these things. All right. The Knave of Wands. I feel like the abundance is also coming in the form of ideas. Yeah. The 4 of Cups. And I feel like it's going to come to you in a time. Yeah, the 7 of Coins is here. It's going to come to you in a time where you're going to be kind of upset about something. How much abundance? Enough to get you out of the tough situation. And then even after that, you will still have money coming in, is what I'm seeing. Okay. So what's blocking you from receiving it? Right? What's blocking you from receiving it? What's blocking them from receiving it? Let's see. All right, we have 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Consecutive checks, deposits. If we're talking about what's blocking you, and we're talking about consecutive checks and deposits, is it your account? Is it your account where you can get your deposits or your checks? Is it the frequency in like how often you get paid or something like that? Okay. Let's go back to sponsored event. All right. We have collaborate to elevate. That's the blockage. Why are you not collaborating? Why are you not partnering up with people? Partnerships open your pockets. Okay. Align with those who share your money frequency. Don't make money plans, money moves with people that are not going out and getting it the way you're doing it. Right? If you out there every Monday through Thursday from this time to this time and you keep showing up and this person like they keep coming late, they be like, oh, I'm not coming today, or actually, I know you've been waiting on me for 3 hours, but I'm not going to show up anyway. So, we're not doing that because their frequency is somewhere else. Your frequency is about abundance, developing abundance, getting more money flow constantly. They're more on the procrastination. That's probably why the 4 of Cups is here. All right. You've been disappointed because you're giving too much responsibility to the wrong people. Maybe it's not you taking on responsibility. Maybe it's also you giving responsibility roles to the wrong people. All right. So we have say yes, then strategize. This is the invitation to an event. Okay. Say yes. That's what's blocking you. You say no. Or even if you do say yes, you don't show up. What did I just say to you? Make sure you show up. You have to be there where the financial opportunity is going to present itself to you. But like that guarded energy where you kind of like suck back in and you go, I don't think I'm ready for that. Like that is like the thing that kind of, closes the door for you. Okay. The number 8 talks about, it's a good money message for that, like an angel number 8, right? But the 8 also is like an infinity type thing. This is like an endless cycle. You don't want to keep doing that, right? So spirit already reserved your seat at the table. Just show up. Just show up. Show up to that event. Show up to that party. Show up to that environment, to wherever that is, okay? Show up there, all right? Step through the doors. The doors are already open. You don't have to push anything. You just gotta walk there, okay? Or drive there, go there. That's what's blocking the money, all right? We have invest to profit, products, merch, promotion, and advertisement. So this is like ad videos. This is like, creating your merchandise and selling it, making videos on you wearing your merch, or taking, getting people to take pictures wearing your merch, stuff like that. Investing in, like, let's say, like the little things, like the cards that go in the packages, the type of packaging material that you want to kind of give that vibe, right? Do that. Go ahead and invest in those things. That's what you need to invest in. All right. Business growth, hiring staff. Some of you guys may need to hire people under you. All right. Maybe, you're doing things too much yourself and now you need other people. Like, yeah, I need someone to do this for me, or I need someone to just handle my appointments, or I need someone to work on packaging the things that I'm going to send out, so that way I could just focus on creating, or I could just focus on the services aspect, right? Whatever that is, right? I'm reading for a lot of you, so I'm trying to put a whole bunch of different examples for you guys, right? So for some of you guys, in terms of business growth, you're stunting your growth because you're not hiring anyone under you, so that way you can have less responsibility but more production, right? For others of you, it could be just investing. You're investing in the wrong things. You may now need to invest in products, invest in your merch, and invest in that brand line, right? If you've already done like investing in the products and the merch, it may be time to get an advertisement video, or to get brand ambassadors, or to work on your promos. Okay, that's what the promotion is. Like promotion is like, make sure that you're using Google, make sure you're using Etsy, whatever, what Wix, whatever you're utilizing, make sure that you utilize the promotion part the most, because that's how it's going to get to your audience, whatever your what is that called, the target audience of who's going to be purchasing your stuff or your services and stuff like that. Again, another omen of constant money flow. Merch flying worldwide, boo. Merch flying. So that if we talk about merch flying, then that means that is going outside of the US. Okay. Highly favored and reviewed. This is the things that you should be focusing on. Focus on your reviews. Show your reviews to people, right? Show your review videos, review letters, right? Gratitude notes, whatever, talk about like who's recommending you. Follow up with people. Are you recommended this person to come to me? Follow up with them, right? Just because someone says like, oh yeah, I referred this person to you, they should be coming, whatever, make sure you get their contact information and reach out to them too, right? Like, hey, I did this for such and such person, they said that you may be interested, they also gave me your contact information, I was aware that they also gave you my contact information, I have this many openings, or this is what I offer. Just like a gentle thing. Don't be like forceful, like, oh, when do you want to book, right? But do it like in a very like, hey, just checking in, just in case if you're still interested in whatever, this is what I have, this is my availability. You can check out my whatever page or my website, and you let me know. Get back with me and see if you're still interested in something like this, and then just leave it, right? But the follow up needs to be a little bit more solid, okay? Don't be afraid to follow up with your clients. Don't be afraid to have repeat clients, and that's how you establish a loyal client base. People that actually trust you, they get comfortable with you. And I have clients that I've been working with for over 6-7 years now, right? So it's just about establishing, again, being comfortable with what you're doing in regards to money, right, with your career and your finances, to the point that you could do this for almost forever if you wanted to. Not be like, oh man, I really don't want to stay in this job forever, like I don't want to be here. Then money frequency wise, that's not in line with you, and that's probably why you're having an issue, right? You have prosperity, economic well-being. Okay, so maybe something's going on with the economy that was causing an issue for you with the blockages. And I know that, with inflation and the changes, in regards to, how much finances go out for certain programs, and oil change prices with the gas and everything like that. All of that plays a factor in terms of our finances. So that could have also been a blockage for you. So that's probably why they said, hey, having an emergency fund is going to benefit you, especially when the money keeps going up and growing for you right now, because that's what's coming in soon. Your money's going to start growing. So basically prepare for that, desert type of time later on in the future. So you don't have to do all this all over again, right? Because you're already prepared. We have passive income, YouTube ad revenue. Some of you guys are YouTubers, or you were thinking about being a YouTuber or having a particular channel on YouTube. You can make passive income from the YouTube ads, right? And in order for you to do that, I think you're supposed to have a certain number of subscribers and a certain number of views, like public views and things of that nature, right? So figure out, what your plan is in regards to that. Maybe you didn't follow through with that said YouTube channel, or maybe you just stopped posting on that YouTube channel, or maybe you worked on something else for some time and they're saying this is what the blockage is. This is the hindrance, right? Because right now these messages are more for what's blocking you from receiving it. So what's blocking you from receiving it? Maybe you don't have passive income. Maybe you need to work on getting some passive income, right? Passive income doesn't always have to be YouTube related. It can be getting passive income because you have digital products, or you have merch, or you have something that you can literally just do one time. And we're talking about YouTube, I'm really leaning more on video content, right? Maybe you have video content that you can repurpose so that way you can get financial passive income. Okay. I'm wording it differently so that way it can click in your head. Okay. Maybe you have video content that you can turn into, let's say, workshop material, and have, let's say, anywhere between 10 to 20 people show up, pay the same price for that said content material that you only have to record one time for, let's say, less than 30 minutes, and you keep showing that same content material to a set number of people to show up for you for whatever that is, for that workshop, right? To do whatever, to learn whatever, and you get paid. Why? Because now they're showing up for that said thing over and over again, and you only had to put the effort and the energy one time for the recording, maybe probably editing and stuff like that. But other than that, they're all paying for the same thing over and over and over again. So think of like a video workshop as like, I don't know, a one book purchase. It takes you however much time to get, write this book or this article or whatever, and people keep paying for it over and over and over again, and you only had to work on it one time. You get what I'm saying? That's passive income. In comparison to active income, I have to clock in, I have to show up there, I have to be there for this many hours, for this client and that client, the other client, over and over and over again, right? Passive income, you may need to shift into that. That's what's blocking you. And it's here now. The rise to fame, stardom, and celebrity status. You know what's blocking you? You keep saying, when am I going to be rich? When I'm going to be rich? When I'm going to have the money? When you're waiting when instead of making it now. Now you have the ability. Now you have the financial opportunity. Now it's right now. Because if right now you decide to click off of here and be like, okay, I'm just going to lay down now, and I'm not going to go out to work, and I'm not going to work on that business plan, or I'm not going to budget accordingly, so that way when my bills come, I get overwhelmed and I'm not putting the money where it needs to go, or I'm hurrying up trying to pay for everything all at once, and then I'm broke all over again. That's what's blocking you. That is exactly what's blocking you right now when it comes to your finances. Okay. We're going to move to our last message, which is, what secret advice does the crows have for your wealth? What is the secret sauce that they want you to know about? Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab these again. What is the secret sauce for? What's the secret sauce? For their wealth. Angelic assistance. Ask the angels. Ask the angels to help you. Ask them. All right. Pay attention to your angel signs, your angel numbers, and things like that. But when we talk about money, instead of you just saying, what's the meaning of angel number 4 or angel number 8, right? Seeing it in repetition. Also put next to it, what is the money meaning of this said angel number? You're going to start seeing the difference. All right. You're going to start seeing basically everything that the angel number means, but in a financial context. Okay. You could also ask the angels to send you people, to send you financial contracts and financial favor, things like that. Okay. We have caution. I will say that they're kind of telling you right now that there's more that's going on. Sometimes there's a lot of stuff happening at the same time, and you could have like financial tunnel vision, right? You have setbacks here. It's better for you to prepare for your setbacks before. It's better to prepare for financial setbacks when you're in a financial come up. That's what I heard. It's better to prepare for financial hiccups and setbacks when you are up financially. So when you have an abundance of money, right, or money coming in abundantly, which means it's like constant, there's no dry spell basically. They're saying that's the best time for you to double down on your bills, for you to double down on your rent, for you to put money to the side in case, like for a car expense, right? Um, don't wait for the car to be messing up. Have a car, like I said, a car envelope or a car stash or a car savings account, right? Um, do that so that way, whatever car related stuff it is, gas, oil change, changing the tires, car insurance, whatever the heck it is in that envelope. It's the money roll that you're giving it, right? You're going to be taking care of the car, you're going to be taking care of the household, right? You're going to be taking care of my livelihood. My livelihood could be anywhere between my mental health, my emotional health, or just my physical being, meaning like things that I have to eat or things that will clothe me, right? Stuff like that, right? So prepare for setbacks. Prepare for setbacks when you're in financial come ups, okay? Taking one step forward, just one small step, can help you moving forward. We have health here. Pay attention to your health. It's not just about making financial healthy decisions. Don't let financial stress impact your mental and emotional well-being. Okay. And for some of you guys, this could be making healthier choices in regards to what you're eating, because maybe that's affecting your finances in a negative way. All right. And sometimes that could be like cooking, like pre-making meals, or shifting gears from, like, let's say, because nowadays they have all types of different ways that you can eat. They have different, like, you don't always have to order from DoorDash, maybe like pre-made meals and stuff like that. And there's services out there that you can buy it online and they ship it to you. It's the whole package is like frozen and stuff like that, and you can warm it up and have it on the go type thing. You don't have to cook your meals, right? For those of you that resonates with, like, there's different companies that does that, like different websites and stuff like that. If that's you, especially if you're health centered, like you're very like, oh, it has to be this type of food, or I feel like that's going to help you stay on track, right? Especially if you're overspending in regards to money. I mean, yeah, in regards to money, they keep saying money keeps going out because of food. Okay. So maybe wherever you're shopping groceries is overpriced. Maybe going a little bit more organic, like farmers market type deal, where it's not going to be too expensive, but you need to figure out how to uh, store things so that way it can stay good for longer. Okay. Food storage and stuff like that. Non-perishable goods may be beneficial for you, or just figuring out a different restaurant that you're going to go to, because maybe the prices are too high, or not too much takeout, or ordering out for the food to get to you. There's something there. Okay. But you need to also trust that your plans are going to work. They're going to fall through. Don't just plan and be like, well, I just wasted all that time making that plan because this thing happened. So I'm forget the plan altogether. Don't do that. That's what they said. Don't do that moving forward, especially in regards to your finances. Everybody's going to go through their setbacks. There's going to be times where we spend things on stupid stuff all the time. And it's sometimes it has to do with instant gratification. And sometimes it has to do with, um, you're so emotionally stressed out and you just want to like that dopamine type thing, right? You just want that relief. And maybe that relief will be that coffee. Maybe that relief will be spending money on like that drink or some weed or having a new outfit, but you have like 13, 14, 15 different outfits in the closet. You really didn't really need that one, like whatever that is, right? Ask for assistance when you need it. Ask for clarification when you need it from your spiritual team. Ask people that already gone through this stuff, right? You can go into YouTube and figure out, best ways to, what is it called? Money, I think is money stuffing or money cash cash stuffing or something like that. I think that's the term. Cash stuffing envelopes or something like that. Look at that term and see where it takes you. Financial literacy. How to save $1,000 in less than 5 months. I don't know. Something like that. Like just deep dive into the financial net. And I promise you, like your Crowllies, all right, your crows are telling you there's healthier ways to do this. We're trying to help you. Let's make you some money. Angel number 1111111, and we're gonna wrap up like that. Peace.